Let's put our hands together to welcome our own President, distinguished Toastmaster Satheesh Kumar for the evaluations.
Thank
Over
you,
to you.
Priya. Thank you, Priya. Thank you so much, Sundar, for this fabulous ideas. I always wonder how people come out with every time a new speech. The same thing applies to the role also. I always wonder there is an end of the tunnel. You come out with a huge, light. That's how I see today's table topic also. I My evaluation will hang around three important topics which I noted down. One is on what approach the TT speaker used. We had multiple approaches, right, in our table topics. What approach they used. Number two is good thing I observed. The third one would be one area where they can improve upon. To start with Sukhdeep on social branding lessons, the approach I see here is he used this to convey a message or a new learning for us. That's how I see the approach. The good thing is about he has listed all the benefits of the particular topic, why the social branding lessons is important, what leads to us and everything. And also he coined a word which can linger on our mind for a longer time, which is power of empathy, which is a new logic or a word he brought in. Only two suggestions I have noted down. One is on always we have this tendency to relate immediately a topic with something happening in our life. Even I do that. The problem here is within this 1 to 2 minutes, it is really tough to go back to something very new, explain that, make people understand, elaborate, and come back to the topic, relate with opening body conclusion will be very tough. So we can limit it to the topic with the lessons only from there rather than relating it to one incident. The other one is obviously you will be running out of time when we do this little here and there. So conclusion take a toll today. He could have had the opportunity to take some 10-12 seconds to conclude the same, what a simple logic of CC3, like say what you said, what you're going to say, say and what you told. The same thing we can bring it back. The second speaker, Parikshit, about socializing model. The good thing I would say here, the logic he applied was about personal story. There is no big logic here. He applied the personal story. The good thing I could say here was he immediately pulled his real life example, that too easy for us all to understand, the Gandhian example where he part of the movement and everything. It was easily relatable. Again, two improvement here was he directly get into the uh, I would say rephrasing or paraphrasing and started with the topic rather than making some little prelude as an introduction. We call them opening in the table topics. And also he missed to conclude with the table topics with relating all his speeches. That's the two things I had noted, Parikshit. Comes to the third speaker, Aarti Mangalam Jairaj, historical socializing game plan. That's how the mind works, right? When she finishes the speech, she changed the topic to socializing history game plan. That's how the table topic master work on giving some little complicated topic. But the good thing what I saw in the table topics with Aarti today is she used the cause and effect approach. Cause effect. She was correlating with, if you do this, your body temperature will come down. If you do this, you will get an opportunity to interact with people. So I see that the approach she used was cause and effect. And also she immediately took us to a real life example where we can relate the history as well as socializing, which is a Euro pool. Only improvement I see here would be if it is just a simple thought, it is just for this European pool, it goes off. But always it is better to have one local connect with us. Like even our guest was mentioning Mohenjo-daro. So always we have an opportunity to connect locally, so people will easily get through, because Aarti, there are few judges who will think you are outside of Indian, okay, on a lighter note. And I don't know about myself, maybe someone or Sundar can give me feedback later on. With Ashok's speech, online branding challenge, he also take an example of sharing his personal lessons, which is a LinkedIn experience. I really appreciate the nuances he made, Ashok, on a lot of things. Even I do echo that people doesn't really realize who are looking at it and everything. One improvement I could see here was it seems like, we call it in a humorous speech, like one-liners. I see there are scattered more one-liners maybe it could have been better viewed as a story to have an opening body and a conclusion. That's about Ashok table topics. Comes to the last, political crying challenge of Priya. This also, the approach she used was a real life experience. She used it immediately. She could relate it to her real life incident where she went for a program in a famous channel and everything. Two suggestions would be, Priya. One is, never ever start with the prelude that whether I will make a justice to the topic or not. Nobody cares. Even the TT master forgets the topic maybe few times, because here it is Sundar. He has a record in hand. So don't worry about that. Always just go for it. And also, all of us will tend to drift on the part which is conclusion. Today I found almost all of us were not concentrating on it. That's a power punch, where we always say in a contest parlance, we will wake up the judges when we say the conclusion. So I think that's one area we all can improve upon. That might make our impromptu prepared speeches much better. Over to you, Priya.